This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Coach Ryan Day told me before the game he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Gators ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's tackled at the 2-yard line, and that was a terrible decision to bring it out. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to...
Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup. It's the Florida Gators against the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by my fellow Colorado grad, Joel Klatt. Holly Rowe is patrolling the sidelines for us. Hey, Holly.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. Coach is using a great motivational tactic in the locker room with his team. He told me this is the best game outside of the playoffs in this postseason. I am challenging our guys to put on a show for our fans. They want to make sure people know we will be in the playoff next year, and that motivation all starts here today with a terrific top 25 matchup. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. And the Gators will kick this away to get us going. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Looking for some space. It's Bishop. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Offense trying to find a way to get this. A neutral site showdown where neither team has the home field edge. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Florida Gators. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, along with Joel Klatt. Holly Rowe working the sidelines, and she has a weather report. Holly?
I can tell you there is a lot of excitement down here on the field. The energy is electric, and it is gorgeous weather here late in the season. The sun is out, and we're looking forward to some good football. As they say, it is perfect football weather. We're going to get great passing, good running conditions here on the field today. I'll keep you posted on how that plays out as the game goes along. Guys?
All right, thank you, Holly. We'll see how these teams continue to adjust to these weather conditions. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. To throw, it's Jones. Caught over the middle, it's Ball. Well, he moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. The Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. No huddle here for the offense.
The key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's second down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game, get to play action pass, and get those safeties down near the line of scrimmage.
On the run, it's Pryor.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Second down, looking to throw it. Lets it go quickly. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Brought down after the return, but a huge takeaway at this moment.
I always wonder, Chris, just how quickly these quarterbacks can forget about a mistake. And listen, they're going to happen. You're going to throw interceptions. But the great ones come back right away, and they play better because of them. We'll see how he reacts the rest of the game.
They'll run it from the gun.
Offensively, they've got to find a way to run the football with more efficiency. If they're unable to do so, it will be a long day.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Moves out of the pocket. That's reeled in. It's Marsh. Cannot escape. They tackle him right at the line of scrimmage. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Buchanan. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34. The offense will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Boy, anytime you can convert a 3rd and long, that is a huge plus. And that's a great play call from this offensive coordinator. And then
Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. What a pitch and catch in the end zone.
you can't start any better than that as an offense. You get that ball and you go right down the field for a score. You know, a lot of times these offensive coordinators create scripts, the first 10 or 15 plays. They map them out during the week. Well, this one was mapped out perfectly.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw. It's Jones. It's a quick grab. He's got some space. Look out. Goes out of bounds, but a nice play out across the 35. The offense going with the hurry up.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. Now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Using his legs. It's Pryor.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage, second and third down opportunities.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pass broken up there. Nice play by the linebacker.
Boy, this defense is very good. I've been impressed, Chris, in particular on film, how many times they knock the football away. These defenders are just always in phase, make it very difficult on any offense to complete the ball.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Florida. There was no catching him that time.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. A pre-snap motion from the offense. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Here's the second down play. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And that pass falls incomplete on the final play of an exciting first quarter. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
What an outstanding job by this defense. We know this quarterback is electric, in particular when he gets loose. And here, even though he's able to break, contain, and get outside of the pocket, look at the pursuit. And they're able to cut off the angles and get him down.
So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. Fair catch made at the 40. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown, and they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Gators come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. And the wideout goes in motion. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. So they're backed up 5 on the delay of game, makes it 2nd and long. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking downfield, it's Jones. Quick throw to the left. The freshman with a little too much air under that one.
This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
This is the benefit of playing zone defense on 3rd down. Chris, look at the eyes of the defender. They're in the backfield. He can break on the ball, and while it looks like a completion for a 1st down, he shows up with physicality, knocks the ball loose, 4th down.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And that sets up a return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on 1st down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on 1st.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And that pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
No. You can't make that throw as a quarterback. The defense is all over that. The eyes are in the backfield. It's zone coverage. They know exactly where he's looking, and he's staring at his intended target the entire time. That throw has got to go in a different direction.
Nice grab. It's Marsh. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
No mystery who they're looking to on 3rd down. You find your best wide receiver, you love the matchup, and you go to him. That's an easy pitch and catch and an easy 1st down.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff to the right side. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Oh, That's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
Important second down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I really love what this defensive line does here. They read the screen, and yet they continue to move forward and attack the quarterback. So many times you see those guys stop and pause and try to retrace. If you're going to get aggressive, go ahead and get after the quarterback, and they're able to get him on the ground.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Buchanan. That play will move the sticks, set him up first down at the 42. And the Wolverines hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, they're able to get themselves off the hook. They put themselves behind the chains, an obvious passing situation, which you know you want to avoid, but they're able to still move the chains. That's a good job by the quarterback, finding the open man and then delivering an accurate pass on time, and he's able to move the chains and create a first down. With this tight end, hitting that corner route can be like stealing. He's got the matchup, and he is so good. He is fast, he's big, a good frame, and he's great with the ball in the air. He's got good hands as well. This tight end is a weapon, and the quarterback is using him as such.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's got a crease.
Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on first down. With 2 safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush going. They need to adjust.
The Wolverines are in the red zone. Receiver in motion now. QB keeper all the way. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, this was the plan for this defense. We talked with this coaching staff. They said, we need to contact this quarterback. He needs to feel us. And that's what they're doing here in the first half. If you're on the other side, you got to tell your quarterback to get down or get out of bounds. There's no reason to take these hits in the first half.
He keeps it on a design run. And he's not going to get there short of the first down. Brings up 4th. So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. There'll be a rule down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Great defense here and really good timing, because anytime you're going to bat that ball away, there's always a chance you're going to arrive too early and create a pass interference. But here the defender times it perfectly, swats it away for an incompletion.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Touchdown, Wolverines! Caught in the end zone. They've thrown for the score. Now the all-important extra point. PAT puts him in front by 7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. It's a squib kick, fielded by one of the up men. Tackle is made at the 35. Good job by the kick returner that time. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? Scanning the field, it's Jones. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
Picks up the first, looking for more. And the Gators will spend their first timeout. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Gators will kick this away to begin the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Michigan offense back out on the field.
Ready? Blue 22. Blue 22.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Makes the catch and has space. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45.
I love these simple plays. Just a touch pass right to the wide receiver, and if he can get the edge, watch out. It's a huge gain down the field and a big play for this offense.
One massive play, and suddenly they're at the plus 45-yard line here. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, we knew that they were going to try to get this wide receiver the ball in creative ways. Here in the run game, I really love this design, but the defense was also ready for it. If we know what's coming, certainly they do, and they were ready for that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He escapes the pocket. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Well, we knew these outside linebackers were going to be a problem in the pass rush, and they are here again. On the blitz on the outside, these tackles are just not getting out there and securing the edge. Outside linebacker getting to the quarterback, and they get another sack.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Oh, the pocket collapsing. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. Brought down short of that first down. It's going to set up a 4th and 4.
I just love to see it, Chris. Just when a quarterback stands in there, he knows he's going to get hit, and he still makes a good throw for a completion. That is the toughness and the courage that allows you to be a leader on the sideline. Everybody looking at that quarterback, and they know he's...
It's caught. He's breaking free. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare. The tight end continues to make an impact. They've got the lead. They're down here in scoring position. He's already found the end zone, Joel. You lean on this guy that you trust.
Well, I would certainly trust him if he's in single coverage. And so if you come out and it's man-to-man, I would target that tight end in a heartbeat. Now, if they double cover him, go elsewhere. Maybe run the football or even go to the opposite side. But if he's single covered, he gets the ball.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be first and goal from the 6.
Chris, this is the quarterback's best friend right here. This goes down as a throw and a catch. So it's just stat padding at this point. Beautiful job on the outside. You also have to credit that offensive line. They cut down the edge, and this little pop pass is able to get the edge and get down the field.
We go with a direct snap. Stop at the line, still a few yards short from pay dirt.
This offense is able to gain yards, run the football near the goal line. That is tough to do, and it sets you up for a little play action here. This defense has got to account for this run game because they're gaining positive yardage. Do you go play action? Maybe even get the quarterback on the outside.
Direct snap. Touchdown, Michigan. Barrels into the end zone.
What a job by the big fellas up front. To be able to run the football in this field position, you've got to have an offensive line that can just overpower the defensive line. That's a beautiful feeling as a quarterback, as a running back, and as a play caller. You've got 5 guys up front that are just winning.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Brown. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. He should have left the ball in the end zone. So the drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. Looking to pass, it's Jones. On the move now. Looking downfield. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Chris, I thought that was a really good job by the quarterback, finding his running back, and he just drops it. Now you've got to go and be a leader. This is when a quarterback really makes his hay. You go up to your teammate and say, hey, I need you later in this game. Shake it off.
They look to throw it here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down, and they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
This offense has got to stay out of these third and long situations. This pass rush is too good, and here, more evidence of that. They get pressure, contact the quarterback as he throws, and now it's fourth down.
And here's the return. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Play action here on first down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell tell he's not very comfortable and he's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football. And because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to start locating the safety right at the snap to understand the coverage that he sees.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. He dumps it off to the tight end. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
A big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. The Wolverines will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Grab down the middle. It's Marshall. Zone. The defense gets a stop. Offense turns it over on downs.
Well, that's the risk you run when you complete the ball short of the line to gain on 4th down. And I got to say, credit to that defense. Watch these guys fly to the ball and make the tackle in the open field. That is a heck of a job. Great effort, and they're off the field.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Defense is coming after him. The ball is loose. Oh, fortunate to make the recovery himself. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make 1st down yardage. Gonna run it. It's ball. And they make the stop on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It's Michigan in front at the end of the quarter. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's review how we got here. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Looking to throw. It's Jones. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Coaches preach to us, Chris, every week that they want their defense to play fast and they want their defense to play physical. And here, this is a great example of that. There's contact on the quarterback when he's making the throw, making life difficult on him in the pocket. He makes a good throw, but guess what? Wide receiver contacted right at the catch point. This type of physical play is exactly what they've been talking about.
The Gators look to keep this drive moving.
Easy work for this offensive line on 3rd and short. That's an easy conversion because of what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Staying on schedule is paramount for this offense and something that the defense is going to have to combat.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Brown. He goes out of bounds, close to the 25. And the Gators will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Nice completion for a 1st down, but in a 2-possession game, they've got to get going. I've always thought you've got to set a time limit for yourself. They need to score by about 1.
Oh, that one's picked off. Breaks into the open. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, this is the direct result of being down multiple possessions in this game. As a quarterback, you've got to force the issue down the field. And when you do that, it usually leads to interceptions. And here's 2nd pick of the game for this defense. They've been really good all day long. But more importantly, having the lead, playing from in front, that's the most important part and what really affects the quarterback here.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Chewing clock with the running game. past the marker and still going. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
And at first down, they go right back to him. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw here. Bringing pressure. Pulls it in. It's Hansen. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
As an offensive coordinator, I would have this play in my game plan as many different ways as I possibly could. Drag the tight end across the formation. It's the easiest completion for a quarterback in football.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. And the Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Gators will spend their first timeout. They'll still have 2 available as we approach the end of this game.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on, and then his instincts
swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick, he's got nothing to do but protect the football. And thankfully for the offense, he's able to do so.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
What a great job by this pass rush. On 3rd down, they're able to get pressure on the quarterback and contact him as he throws. That contact, it produces an incompletion. Now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down and a long way to go, but they're going to go for it. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking for a man deep down the middle. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. Look out, he's in the clear. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Why are they not running the football here? What a terrible mistake. First from the play caller, and then the quarterback with his decision to put that ball in harm's way. You can't do this. This is a game situation nightmare right now, and certainly this head coach has got to be pulling his hair out.
Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. To the air, it's Jones. Here comes the pressure. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Touchdown, Wolverines. The big fella takes it all the way back for a pick 6. He'll never forget that moment.
He's in a position, Chris, where he just has to force the football down the field, and the defense is taking advantage of that. What an incredible performance by this group, all around, offensively, defensively, and now certainly heading for a victory.
Here's a point after attempt. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Using his legs on the scramble. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Chris, how many times do we see this? You know the quarterback's got to start being aggressive. They've got a multiple possession deficit, and they've got to put the ball into more precarious spots, and it gets picked off here. Listen, this is just a product of game situation. Nice job by the defense, but clearly this quarterback is trying to make something happen.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. It's caught. He's got heading for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines, as they put 6 more on the board.
Just so difficult to stop this group. They are so good, and now a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This one seems like it's over.
Extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They flip it to him on the jet sweep, and he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. The offense faces a 2nd and long after the loss for the first down completion. Looking to pass, it's Jones. Quick throw, testing the middle. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a wildly disappointing day for him. He came in with so many expectations, Chris, and they just haven't had the timing. Another incompletion here.
Got an opening here. Not quite enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down and just inches. They're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. And now the running back's got it again. They make the tackle, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs. The Gators line up on 1st and 10 now. Hand off to the back. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. And that will do it for our coverage here. Thanks for joining us. For Joel Platt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.